So, what comes to your mind when you think of fire? A candle in the dark, perhaps? Or a warm campfire in a cold evening? Or perhaps flames consuming everything in their path? Fire fascinates us because it holds a paradox. It can create and it can destroy. It can bring warmth and it can bring devastation. But beneath these opposites lies a deeper truth. Fire is transformation made visible. A flame exists only because something is changing. Wood becomes ash, fuel becomes energy, and one form gives way to another. Fire reminds us that nothing remains exactly as it was. Human civilization itself was transformed by fire. It gave us warmth, protection, cooked our food, metalwork, and eventually the technologies that shape our world today. Yet, fire also teaches us about loss. Let me tell you a personal story. A few years ago, while I was away from home, a fire broke out in my house. Several of my belongings were totally destroyed. At first, all I could think of was about all those things that I had lost. But with time, I realized something important. The things that mattered most had survived. The people I loved the most were still very safe. The memories remained, but the ability to rebuild was still the same. That experience taught me that fire can destroy possessions, but it cannot destroy what is truly essential. In some ways, the fire had revealed what was genuinely precious by taking away what was merely just some valuables. Perhaps that is why so many spiritual traditions regard fire as sacred. Not because it destroys, but because it transforms. Now, Osho often spoke about living fully and consciously, while allowing life energy to flow rather than suppressing it. Like fire, our inner energy can illuminate our path when understood or consume us when left unconscious. The Buddha also taught us that many forms of suffering arise from fires of cravings and attachment. Yet, through awareness, those same energies can be transformed into wisdom and compassion. Even psychology points towards the same truth. Psychiatrist Carl Jung believed that growth requires transformation. To become who we are capable of becoming, parts of our old self must sometimes be left behind. Because there is also a fire within each of us. The fire of curiosity, the fire of courage, the fire of creativity, the fire that drives us to learn, grow, and seek meaning. Perhaps that is why we are drawn to flames. When we watch a fire, we are actually watching the universe reveal one of its deepest secrets. Everything changes. Everything transforms. And that brings us to an even deeper question. If everything changes constantly, what remains? In the next video, we're going to explore a timeless truth shared by sages, philosophers, and psychologists alike. Change is the only constant.